Hello everyone. Today I privileged to speak on the topic that has shaped global economies, built empires, influenced wars, and brought the war closer. Uh, that is international trade. Trade is old as civilization itself, from the ancient Silk Route to today's digital economy. International trade has been the cornerstone of human progress. But what exactly is international trade? Why does it matter, and how does it affect us? Let us dive deeper into this powerful force that drives economies and connects nations. So, firstly, we start with what is international trade. International trade refers to the exchange of goods, services, and capital across national borders. It allow countries to sell what they produce efficiently and buy what they lack. For example, India export software, textile, and pharmacy products, and it imports crude oil, gold, and electronics. Unlike domestic trade, international trade involves foreign currencies, government regulations, tariffs, customs, and exchange rates. Um, the purpose and importance of international trade. Why do countries engage in the trade at all? The answer lie into uh, two key economic concepts. First one is comparative advantages. A country should specialize in produce goods where it is most efficient and trade for the rest. This leads to higher global productivity. And second is resource distribution. No country is self-sufficient. Trade allow nation to across goods and resources they don't possess naturally. Uh, a economist, David Ricardo, said that trade between two countries can be benefited both if each country export the goods in which it has a comparative advantage. Benefit of international trade included access to a wider variety of goods and services, economies of scale for producers, greater competition and innovations, lower prices for consumer, economic growth, and job creation. Types of international trade. There are mainly three types of international trade. First one is export trade, where the selling domestic goods to other countries. Second is import trade, buying foreign goods into the country. Third is intraport trade. It means that importing goods to re-export after processing. Let's take India's as an example. Mm, Export India's spices sent to the USA, and import crude oil from Saudi Arabia, and inter, uh, interport is diamond import from Africa, and processed in Surat and re-export to Europe. History of international trade. So, in ancient times, trade routes like the Silk Route and routes connected Asia, Europe, and Africa. Colonial period, European empire expand trade, but also exploited colonies. Industrial revolution boosted global trade due to the mass production and shipping. Post World War II, global institutions like GATT and later WTO were created to manage trade. In 21st century, e-commerce, digital services, and global supply uh, chains define modern trade. Uh, and global institutions promoting trade. Several international organizations work to promote a smooth and fair global trade, like World Trade Organization (WTO) ensure global trade rules and are followed. And second is International Monetary Fund (IMF) stabilizes currencies and balances. Third is World Bank supports developing countries in the trade infrastructure. Fourth is United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, UNCTDA, focus on development through trade. India is a member of all these institutions and play a significant role in the shaping global trade policies. And India and international trade. India has a rich history on of international trade, from exporting textile in ancient times to today's bombing IT export. Major exports: IT services, engineering goods, and gems and jewelry, textile, pharmacy products. And major import is crude oil, electronics, and machinery, and gold. In recent year, India signed free trade agreement (FTAs) with countries like UAE and Australia, and joint trade blocs like BRICS and ASEAN, and other also, and promoted the Make in India and Atmanirbhar Atmanirbhar Bharat initiatives to boost export. India foreign trade policies aim to increase export, reduce trade deficit, and become a global manufacturing hub. And after this, some challenges are occur, like challenges in international trade. Despite its benefit, international trades faced many challenges. First is tariff and trade barriers. Countries sometimes impose high taxes or quotas on imports to protect domestic industries. Currency fluctuations, exchanging exchange rate can affect trade flexibility, profitability. And policies, conflict, and sanctions, wars, sanctions, or diplomatic tensions can be disturb trade. Fourth is logistic and infrastructure. Poor ports, roads, and customs delay increased trade cost. And another is environmental concern. Excessive shipping causes carbon emissions, harming the planet. And global trade imbalance. Some countries run massive surplus while other are face deficit. A famous example is the US-China trade war, where both countries imposed heavy tariffs and affecting global supply chain. The role of technology in modern trade. Technology is a revolutionizing global trade, and digital platforms like Amazon, Alibaba, and Flipkart have enabled even small businesses to export globally. Blockchain improves transparency and security in transactions. AI and data analytic help companies forecast and demand and optimize supply chains. And fintech innovations are simplifying international payments. Thus, trade is no longer limited to large corporation. Even a small artisans can sell using digital tools. Sustainable and fair trade. Trade should not only be profitable but also responsible. This is where sustainable trade and fair trade come in. Sustainable trade minimizes environmental harm and promotes renewable resources practices. Fair trade ensures producers, especially in developing countries, receive fair wages and work in safe countries. Um, for example, many Indians tea and coffee plantation are now part of fair trade network that promote ethical sourcing. So uh, at the end, we concluded that to international trade is the lifeline of global economy, and it fosters cooperation, competition, and mutual growth among nations. It allows countries to focus on what they do best and benefit from strengths of others, but it must be fair, inclusive, and sustainable. As young citizens and future leaders, we must understand the value of global cooperation. We must promote trade that not only builds wealth but also reduce poverty, protects the environment, and promote peace. So let us dream of Indian that is not only a global trading power but also a symbol of ethical, sustainable, and inclusive commerce. Thank you for listening.